Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me again for this is part 5 of the series that we're doing on moving from religion to spirituality without any threat of hellfire and brimstone for the rest of your life. Okay, yeah. Kind of dramatic, I know. But anyway, let's get into this episode. So, I want to talk about the phase of information versus knowledge. And so so let's say for example that right now, you have embraced this freedom that you have and you are hungry for more knowledge, more information, and you may not know where to start. You may not know where to begin. What I would say first, what I would suggest, and I always say this to you guys, I'm not here to tell you what to do, okay? I am offering you my experience in what has worked for me and what has brought me, rendered to me transformation, okay? I would start off with just simply saying, guide me to the information that I need. Saying that out loud. You can close your eyes if you have not begun to, or begun, if you have not started to meditate, if you have not yet implemented meditation, I strongly suggest that you do that. And let's talk about meditation for a second. Meditation, which is this point that I'm going to bring up, is one of the reasons why I think a lot of people have such a hard time with it. Meditation is not about stopping your thoughts. Too many times people go into it and they're focused on stopping their thinking. The focus on meditation is to observe your thoughts. The same way that you would go outside and look at a tree or look at a bird or look at the cars drive by, that the focus of meditation is to observe your thoughts, not to identify with them as, oh, those are my thoughts, but just to observe them and to bring yourself back into the present moment and feeling into your body again. That's the focus of meditation. Doesn't have to be hours long. If you have never meditated before, well, if you are moving from religion to spirituality, 9 times out of 10, in your religion you have used some form of prayer. You've used some form of prayer. Now, I don't consider meditation to be praying or to be a form of prayer, because in praying, to me, is you're asking for something or begging. I saw begging, but anyway, that's another point. But meditation is simply just being, which is going to lead to you receiving messages, receiving downloads from your soul, your higher self, You can still say God, the universe, your cosmic self. That's what meditation can do for you. So that's why I started off at the top of this video saying, let's say that you are at a point where you are hungry for more information. And because we know there's so much out there, so much information on different spiritual practices, even I just got through talking about meditation, different ideas of meditation. But this, when we talk about spirituality, this is about you and what your soul is pulling you towards. So that's why I say, you'll be surprised when you ask this question, when you just say this question out loud. Get ready for information that is just the information is going to come to you. So I really don't, and I know people will probably disagree with me when I say this, but I would not recommend digging and just sporadically searching for information, or being so hungry to the point where you just start reading or listening to anything, or just because you feel like you should or you have to. Again, that's falling back into the trap of religion. Religion says you have to keep doing stuff and doing stuff and doing stuff and doing stuff to show that you're worthy. No, we're free from that, remember? So when you ask that question, let the information come to you. You're going to start noticing when you ask that question. Now, here's the thing. When the synchronicities come through, many times they're not going to make sense. Do not let your intellect talk you out of it. Things are going to come to you that resonate with you. You're also going to find that the information that's going to present itself to you, it's going to, 9 times out of 10, it's already going to be something that you've thought about before, but because you were a part of a religion, you felt it was wrong to explore that. So for example, I'll use myself as an example. Hold on. I need some water. I was always mesmerized and wanted to know so much more about the spiritual practices of the Egyptians, of the ancient African spiritual practices. I was always mesmerized by those things. And even with reading the Bible, like the good Christian that I was, in the back of my mind, it was always, oh, I wonder, because again, I didn't have any knowledge. I had nothing. All I had was the Bible. I would always wonder how that tied into, or if it did, I mean, which I know now it didn't, but I would always wonder, well, how did this tie into any of the ancient spiritual practices in Africa? I was also, here's another thing, I was also mesmerized with magic, candle magic. But I never allowed myself to explore that. Things would come up and I would pretend not to see it, I would pretend to not to not be interested in it. So you're going to be, and it may not be a surprise. I keep saying that it'll be a surprise, but no, the information that's going to come to you will be things that you've already been interested in, and that you're just going to naturally. I think my recording stopped. Sorry, guys. I'm going to repeat this because I had a call come in, and so I think that stopped the recording. But um, the information you don't have, I don't want you to worry about getting the wrong information, because the information that you receive is going to be the information that you need. If you just allow yourself to ask that question out loud, or to just simply say, I am being guided to the information that I need to expand my spirituality. It just that simple. Okay? So what I want to say is, and I may save this for another video. Yep, I'm going to save this for another video. So I was going to go into another phase, but I'll save it for another video. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, cheers.